Most students are studying for the LSAT ineffectively, and in fact, they never make it past stage 1. My goal is to change that. So the reason I'm making this video is because I've noticed a major problem in the LSAT prep world where students never make it past phase 1 of their studying. I break LSAT prep into 3 phases: accuracy, pacing, and endurance. Accuracy is doing untimed questions by type, drilling, in other words. Phase 2 is pacing, doing timed sections to work on how they allocate their time over the course of the section. And finally, phase 3 is endurance, doing full-length timed exams. As I said, most students never make it past phase 1, accuracy. The reason students stay in phase 1 so long is that it feels really good to do question after question, measure your results, get that instant feedback. Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? Look at an explanation, say, oh, I get it now, and then quickly move on to the next question. The problem here is that you're not seeing the questions in their original context. When you finally take the LSAT for real, you'll be doing a grab bag of questions in logical reasoning, for example, roughly 25 questions of all different types: strengthen, weaken, necessary assumption, flaw, resolve the paradox, must be true, parallel, and so on, one after the other, all different types thrown together. If you stick with doing nothing but 20 strengthening questions in a row, 20 weaken questions in a row, and so on, yes, that's good to a point. But beyond that, once you've got strengthened down, once you've got weakened down, it's time to move on. Phase 2, pacing, timed sections. Work on how you allocate your time, making sure that you're good at not getting bogged down and stuck on a single question for too long. When you're drilling questions by type, there's not really any such thing as timing, because we can't say how long any single individual logical reasoning question should take. Yes, you have roughly a minute 25 per question, but that is simply an average amount of time. Some questions are easier, some are harder. As a general pacing recommendation, I typically tell students who are aiming for 160 plus, which I recommend everyone aim for, by the way, that you should aim to do the first 10 questions in roughly 10 to 12 minutes. Build up a time bank that you can then apply to the tougher questions later in the section. Now, first 10 questions in roughly 10 to 12 minutes means you're doing each of those first 10 questions in about a minute and 5 seconds or so. That's fine. The tougher questions, in some cases, might take you 2.5 minutes. Totally fine. That's why you work faster on the easier questions, so that you have more time for the tougher questions that truly need it. And you're generally moving at a fast enough pace that you will have a time bank built up by the end of the section that you can then apply to the tougher questions that you may have flagged or skipped earlier. Totally fine. You never get to work on any of this, however, if you stick with doing questions by type for most of your prep. If you have 3 months until the LSAT, for example, I would recommend strongly that after month 1, you move on from accuracy with drilling to pacing, doing timed sections. Month 2 should be mostly about timed sections, and as the month progresses, you start incorporating full-length timed exams. And then month 3, of course, is nothing but full-length timed exams, maybe some drilling of weak areas on the side, but that should not be your primary focus. LSAT prep is not done with 10 minutes of drilling here, 5 minutes of drilling there. You need to sit down and devote a good 30 to 60 minutes at least to get a significant value out of your LSAT prep session. You can't just drill a couple of questions, check your email, check social media, drill a few more questions, and you certainly can't drill while you're watching Netflix. You cannot multitask in this way. Yes, there is some value in drilling a question here or there, but most of the work is done in concentrated, focused, dedicated study sessions. At LSAT Unplugged, we have live online classes via Zoom 4 nights a week, so you can join us live, sit down, buckle down, focus, work on some tough LSAT problems. We also have on-demand video courses. In case you can't make it live, totally fine. We record all of our classes. You can check the recordings afterwards. We also have a foundational section of the course covering the basics with those on-demand videos. If you want a smaller, more intimate environment, we have small group coaching sessions, and I also have private one-on-one coaching programs if you're looking to go deeper into your LSAT prep. That is certainly something we could explore. If you would like to find out more about any of these LSAT prep options, we'd love to hear from you. Check out the links below this video to find out more and to book a call with me and my team. We'd love to help you out. And if you found this video helpful, please do me a favor, like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It really helps with that YouTube algorithm, and I really do appreciate it. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.